Hey, Dan here, and in this video I want to share a little thought about being more decisive and making quick decisions. Now, learning to make quick decisions to become a decisive person has so many benefits. It is generally very appealing. If you are a man, I hate to get, all gender roles and blah, blah, blah about it, but women like decisive men. Generally, people like decisive people. It shows confidence, it shows, a quick thinking ability, all this sort of thing. So making decisions is attractive. Great. It will free up so much time in your brain. It is such a nice thing to just like make a quick decision, right? What should I do? Boom, try that, do it, it's done. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The thing is any decision you make, there's a good chance you're right and there's a good chance you're wrong. That's sort of how decisions work. How you tend to get better at making decisions is through experience, right? Yes, you can like read books and watch videos and all that, but generally we tend to learn from our own experience. And so the more experiences you have, the more you learn. You learn probably more from bad decisions than from good decisions. I don't know if that's been your experience, but it's definitely been my life experience where when you make a good decision, sort of like, all right, and then you go on where you make a bad decision and you reflect on it and try to figure out what went wrong and try not to make that same mistake again, right? So my thought is, if you make quick decisions and you just trust your instincts, make a decision, and it happens to be wrong, then you learn a lot, right? Your intuition gets better and you're more likely to make the right decision the next time. But I think our intuition is sort of like our sense of direction. If you're using Google Maps to find a restaurant 5 blocks from your house, probably the part of your brain that deals with directions, orientation, it has checked out. It's down in Mexico at my Life Design Fiesta event. It's just sleeping at the back of the room. It's not doing anything because it's like, hey, listen, this person is relying on Google Maps. They don't give a crap about having a sense of direction or knowing how to navigate. I'm checked out. I'm not needed here, right? This is how our brain works. If you don't use parts of it because you rely on like an electronic device or other people or whatever, then it's going to it's going to atrophy. It's not going to be strong and useful and all that, right? So this is what I figure our ability to have a good intuition and make decisions. It's the same way is if you're never trusting your intuition and you're not really using it, you're overthinking everything, you're asking people a dozen times like, hey, what should I do? What should I do? And it's like little things. Your intuition's going to say like, all right, this guy doesn't listen to me anyhow. This is a waste of my time. I'm going to go to Mexico with Dan for this Playa del Carmen event, hint, hint, and forget this because it's just not worth putting in any effort, right? Thinking of your intuition as if it was personified, right? So I think giving yourself, like trusting in yourself basically to make good decisions will ultimately allow you to make good decisions. You sort of have to put the carriage before the horse, right? Start trusting yourself, start making quick decisions, and then learn from those. And what you'll find is that your intuition gets better and better. Your judgment, your wisdom, all those things will improve. In the short term, one of the benefits, like I mentioned, is you free up a lot of space in your brain. I got a message the other day from a writer that I'm working with about the project we're working on, and it was potentially a very big decision. Like what she was asking, I could have sat down and I could have made pros and cons lists. I could have spent hours on this thing. But I read the message. It made sense to me, what she was proposing. And I said, yeah, let's do it. I trusted my intuition. And am I going to be right or wrong? I'm pretty sure I'm going to be right. But even if I am wrong occasionally, then I will learn on that. I will, figure it out. It will help me. But in that day, what that meant is I regained like 2 hours of my time because I wasn't spending it overthinking, like, what should I do with this? What's the right thing? Blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm not saying to make every decision like really quick, to just be impulsive with everything. But I think for most people, my experience with, especially like in the free freelancer program, in our group program, and with just a lot of people in life, is that most people lean towards indecisive and not believing in themselves. And most of the time, they should be believing in themselves. When I actually, get down to it, what they want to do makes a lot of sense. They have a lot of like good intuition. They just don't necessarily trust themselves. So if that is you, I would encourage you to start trusting yourself, to start believing your intuition, giving it a try, following through on it, and then, change the result after that. Learning to be decisive will have a really, really significant impact on your life and is really worth the investment and the risk of trying it out with some decisions now and just, making that easy for yourself in the future. So that's it. Short video today. Hope it helps you with taking back a little bit of your sanity and a little bit of your time. If you want to make a quick decision right now, subscribe to the channel before it's too late. Catch you in another video soon. Have an awesome day.